Alright folks, Bricks and Quacks here. Today we're going to be finishing up the train station. I am super excited to finally finish this thing. We have 2 trains, no train station, but now we will officially have a finished train station. Alright, so a couple things to go over. Number 1, be sure to like and subscribe. And this week I've actually designed several wagons that I'm going to be posting on Reworkable, including, if you've played Red Dead Redemption 2, Madame Nazar's wagon. It is super cool. I designed it off the top of my head. Hopefully it'll be approved in the next 1 to 2 days, and they'll be posting it on Reworkable. And then I'm also going to be doing, if I have time today, a Series 29 unboxing and review. I was very fortunate enough to hit up the Walmart on the way home, and they actually had a full case of the Series 29. So I got the ones I needed, and then I left the rest for anybody else. And finally, I got all the pieces for the Western Church. So after we finish the train station, maybe next week or maybe even this Friday, we're going to be doing a Western Church build. I bought the instructions for it. I finally got all the pieces. All right, cool. Let's continue finishing off the train station. Yeah, one thing I do dislike about LEGO Studio is they, whenever it does create the instructions, sometimes they're super hard to follow along. Alright, that window, and you have to actually go in sometimes and edit the instructions that it automatically creates. Trying to figure out where I left off here. There's a couple pieces missing. Alright, I think we'll do. Alright, so the set is based off the Reworkable, or not Reworkable, the Lumabrick set. I only buy Lego, so I decided to buy all the pieces and design a Lego version of their train station. There is a train station coming out, but I really wanted to not wait until 2027 to get a train station. So I was like, oh, I might as well just get this train station. I really do like this telephone. Oh. And I did move over from the laptop, and I'm just running off my desktop now, which is really nice because the laptop had a lot of lag. I don't think it was set up for this. And if somehow my desktop starts lagging, we will switch over to the server over there. That one should definitely be juicy enough to be able to run anything. And I did actually try to post these instructions on Rebrickable, but because it was too close to the instructions from LumaBrick, it didn't get approved, unfortunately. Ah! And there are some pieces that I ordered that was like $12 each. It's actually some dark red bracket pieces. Apparently they only come with the Castle series, which is crazy. But the future sets I did design, I actually changed out the colors a little bit, so I wasn't paying a ton of money for them. And if you don't know already, I did decide to build Dutch, Arthur, and John Marston from Red Dead Redemption. And it's kind of funny, I actually took a trip to Key West, and they actually had a law office called John Marston's Law Office, which was pretty crazy. And I actually took the figure there, so I took a picture of John Marston in front of John Marston's Law Office. It was hilarious. Looks like that piece doesn't go there, that one goes there. Now, one thing I do dislike about these instructions is it always puts these little square pieces after you put the tile, so you have to like wedge your little finger in there. Okay, cool. See, these little tan pieces are always hiding, so it's always super easy to just overlook them. There we go. Yeah, it's crazy. We're almost at the halfway mark, and I already know the roof is going to take so much longer. It's going to be at least over half of the construction time. But so far, it actually looks really good. And if you really do want the instructions for the Lego version of this, if you just send me a DM on Instagram, I'll send you a link, or I'll send you the PDF of the instructions. And if you want the part list as well, I can do that as well. If you want a Lego version of the train station build. Ah. I may end up changing up these seats just because the minifigures can't sit in on the actual seats themselves. They slide right off because there's like a bow to it. Dutch, time for you to sit on the bench, son. You are getting on my last nerve. So it's pretty cool. I think there's actually going to be a sliding door right here. So that'll be pretty interesting. These things do not want to cooperate. They just constantly keep falling off. So the 1x4 bracket piece shown in the instructions, it's actually half the cost to buy 2 of these than to buy that 1 brick piece. It's Legoflation is crazy. And it's crazy how they make only one part of some of these pieces, and then they never make them again. And then the pieces end up going up a lot in price. Like some of the pieces for the AT-AT set, there's like radar dishes in that set that go for like $10 to $15 for 1 Lego piece, which is insane. Yeah, I may end up printing out some stickers and putting some stickers here, just saying different things. So we'll be opening bag number 10. Cool, we have 6 more bags after this one, and we are done with the train station. Oh. Okay, we got one more black piece. Cool, now we can do the folding thing. Just go back real quick. Yeah, this train station, in my opinion, is going to be one of the coolest train stations that have ever been designed. Lego train stations, that is. Because like I said, I did see the one that got approved for Bricklink, but honestly I thought the top of that one was a little too big and I didn't really like it, plus I would have had to wait until 2027 to buy that one, so I was like, oh, I'll just design my own. And it's pretty cool. This is a nice little ticket window, so you can just put the figures on little chairs there and they just sit. Like I said, we will be finishing up this train station today. Alright. These tiles are going to be the death of me. They do not want to stay on. This part right here, because it's not super secure, like if you just look at it wrong, the piece falls over, which is unfortunate. But we're already building it, so there's no going back now. See, I probably should have designed it to where you put the tile pieces on last so they don't fall off. But we're almost done with the first floor. It'll be nice to go to the second floor. Or not second floor, but the roof portion of this. What's it looks like? It goes over here. And the good news is, at least in all the instructions, you can see where the pieces go. So although it's kind of annoying how the tiles keep falling off, it's pretty cool. Alright, so this is the piece I was telling you about. These two pieces individually are $8 a piece. I was very fortunate. Somebody didn't know what they had. They were selling them for $1.30. It's 100% Lego, and luckily I got them for a steal. And they actually had them in stock, but it was crazy. One second. Right, and we're back. Sorry, I didn't put my phone on the charger. It was dying. Oops. Put that one on backwards. Alright. The heck? Got to put this piece down. There we go. Alright, so I think the roof is going to come up to about here, or the first floor is going to come up to about here, and then we'll start building the roof, and then it'll actually have two clocks on each side. If you look at the picture in the corner, you'll actually see what the finished product is supposed to look like. Obviously, it's a render, so it doesn't look exactly how it's going to look, but it should look like that, and it'll actually look a little bit more colorful in person, hopefully. There's a bunch of cool little knickknacks in here, so I don't know what that is, but the gold little record player looks pretty cool. And like I said, I'm going to swap out these little chairs so the minifigures can actually sit on them, because if you just put the minifigure on there right now, he just slides right off. So I'll probably take that off, put a flat piece, and then we'll be good to go. There's also a chair over here in the ticketing office, so we'll probably swap out that chair as well, just the top, so the guy can actually sit there. And it's pretty cool because he's not super tall, so you can actually put a minifigure in here, and you can probably actually fit two minifigures in there. Put one in the chair, one here, and then they won't fall off. The amount of clocks I've ordered is insane. But luckily the clocks aren't super expensive. Especially the white and black ones. Because almost all the Western buildings I've designed, they need that, some type of clock. Alright, here's the front. So we'll be putting... So put that on the wrong side, didn't I? Yep. Yep. It's supposed to go in front. My bad. Alright, so this is going to go here. Alright, just little touches like that make it look so much better. Especially once you're finishing. Oh, looks like I'm doing one for the back as well. I was like, didn't we just do these instructions? Alright, so we'll put that one back there. I will say the one really cool thing about the Lumba bricks is, number one, they're really cheap, and then number two, they do have the lighting system, which I think is really cool, and I'm really surprised more people aren't buying the Lumba brick sets. I think they're really cool, but I just can't make that transition from Lego to Lumba bricks, especially because I've had Legos all my life, and in my opinion, Legos are worth more. Or actually, they are worth more than a lot of these knockoff brands. But I will say that the people who did design the Lumba brick sets, they did a really good job. I really do like the window design. Just the door rails on the top and bottom look really good. Some of the other Western sets I've designed, I kept with that same design just because I like it so much. Alright. Looking good. Like I said, there's going to be a sliding door that goes here, which will be pretty cool. I'm hoping I'll be able to fit it in here even after I build this stuff. But we shall see, because I think it's one of the last pieces I add to it. Like I said, if you do want these instructions, just send me a DM on Instagram at Bricks and Quacks. I think it's all one word. You'll be able to find me. It has the same logo, and I'll send you a copy of the instructions as well as the pieces for free. Alright, let me see how the audio sounds. Alright, not too bad. Alright, that looks really cool. I may end up playing Red Dead Redemption after this. So it looks like I forgot to add this piece here. So put that Alright, so I'm hoping this goes on here. Alright, so these instructions don't make any sense. So it's showing that this piece should go on here, and either I'm just having bad luck at this here. This is not going on how it's supposed to be going on. Oh, hey, what's up, Bill? No, so actually, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my trains. So I actually have two trains. So this is the Wild West train. I bought this one off of Bricklink a while ago. I think it was like $200-ish. All I really needed was the train station. And then they had a Lone Ranger train. And I bought the Lone Ranger train as well. I need to dust it off. They've been sitting for so long without a train station. But yeah, and they work and everything. I added a power function to the Wild West train as well as the, I think the other one's called the USS Constitution. And they actually work pretty good. This one does, if it goes too fast, it will derail. I did actually try it out one time. I had both trains going, which was pretty cool. And it actually flew off the side and I had to rebuild it. So, so my goal is to put the rail right here. So then whenever the trains go by, they'll be going by just like this. So it'll be pretty cool. And then in a couple weeks, I finally got all the pieces for a Western church. So I'm going to be building a Western church next. So I'm super looking forward to that. And I also designed a couple wagons as well. So I don't know if you've ever played Red Dead Redemption 2, but they have this this sheriff wagon that like shoots some stuff or whatever. I actually designed a wagon that looks really cool. And it'll be coming out rebrickable with instructions and everything. It looks exactly like the one from Red Dead Redemption 2. And the turret turns and everything, so I'm waiting for it to get approved. Hopefully it'll get approved in the next 1 to 2 days. It's been pending for two days, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll probably be building this for the next 2 hours. This piece is not cooperating. The thing's supposed to just go on there, but I probably didn't do it right. I really love this Western stuff. Nobody I know does any type of Western theme, so I'm going to be the first one. Because I used to have a city theme, but that, like, everybody does a city theme or a medieval theme, but not many people do Western, so I was like, oh, you know, I want to be different, so I'm going to do a Western theme. So. Yeah, this instruction set is based off the Lumabrix set. Because I thought theirs looked really cool, their train looked really cool, and basically what I did is I looked at the instructions and basically recreated their set, but I did it Lego form, because like the Lumabrix sets look really cool, but they're not Lego, and I usually only buy Lego. And Mega Constructs. I used to buy a lot of Mega Constructs whenever I was a kid. One of these days I'll have to show you guys my Halo collection, because I have a bunch of the Mega Construct sets. And a lot of them worth a lot of money, which is crazy. Like, I think they have a Scarab. Like, I don't know if you played Halo, but the Scarab is like $2,000. Yeah, I remember you. You and I think Anthony were on the stream. You both are really cool. Yeah, I don't stream that much, so... So I remember you guys. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Yeah, I have a backlog of sets I need to build. I just gotta find the time to start building them. Like down here underneath this table, there's probably close to 20 to 30 sets I need to build, including like the Coliseum, the Hocus Pocus, Pirates. I even have the fishing store from back whenever it first came out. It's crazy. Still in the box and everything. The box isn't in the best condition, but I don't plan on selling it or anything, so. Yeah, I think I streamed one other time. I don't even... Oh, it was for part 1 of this, because I did most of it, and then I ended up getting busy having to do something or whatever, so I stopped the stream. And I probably would have been streaming for like 6 or 7 hours if I were just to sit down and do this whole thing straight through. So I was like, oh, you know, I'm just going to do half and half, so I'm not sitting down. Because I think whenever I did that other set, I was streaming for like 7 hours. It was just like, oh my gosh, I felt drained afterwards. It was crazy. Yeah, I do plan on doing more streams, especially since I'm buying more of the Western stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing some streams on some of the wagons I built. I think those will be really cool. Yeah, this ticket office is really cool. I really like the design of that. Yeah, once it's all said and done, though, it's going to be really cool. I have 7 to 8 more Western sets I need to build. And then this table over here, it's going to be a whole Western town. So it's going to be really awesome. Oh. One thing I dislike about this, yeah, it's crazy. I have a stream going over here just to monitor it, and I don't know why it's so delayed. And I'm even running on my desktop. I think that just may be how YouTube is or something. Because a couple of the people I stream, or I watch stream, they never say anything about anything. So I'm like, ah. Because I mean, this computer has a graphics card, so it should be good enough for it. I think it's like a NVIDIA GTX or something like that. 1070i? Hopefully the stream hasn't been lagging at all, because I was running it on my laptop earlier and it was not good. It just, I had to move the desktop over to here, and there's not really like a desk for it. I'm just working off this table. Alright, I'm hoping we'll be doing the roof soon. Oh, I was talking about the stream. I don't know why it's delayed. I think it's just a YouTube thing. But I am using software called OBS Studio, so that may be why it's delayed. Because OBS lets me run 3 cameras, and they have this set up really nice, so I can have all 3 cameras, so you guys can kind of see everything, and me as well, and the instructions. But whenever I tried doing it on YouTube alone, it only let me do one camera. So I was like, let me see if there's other software. So I think it's going from OBS to YouTube, which is why there's kind of a delay. Have you started on the theme you wanted to do yet? I know you were talking about. I think you said a space theme. You wanted to build one day. Yeah, I wanted to feel like you guys are here watching as well. I took one from my job, and then someone gave me a camera, or I had 2 people give me cameras. They're like, "Oh, you do streaming? Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Tommy? Welcome to the stream. We're building the Western train station. So it looks almost like the Lumabricks one, but I did tweak a couple things, and it's 100% Lego because I know there's some people like me who only buy Lego. Oh, you did? Nice. Yeah, I may end up doing a space theme eventually as well. I really do like the space theme, especially as a kid. I still have some of the original Mars sets and the aliens and stuff, and the little pump thing where you can push the aliens through. It was so cool as a kid. And I don't think the pieces are super expensive for some of the Life on Mars sets. Oh, nice! I'll have to check it out after I'm done. I need a fork for mine as well. Is your... I'll look you up after I'm done streaming. And I'll probably subscribe as well, because I love seeing Western builds. Because, not many people do them. So oh. I would like to build a fort as well, but I think with all the buildings I have coming, I don't think I have room for a fort right now. Because I have a church, a sheriff's office, I have the Bricklink mining thing, which takes up a whole corner by itself. And then I have 5 or 6 wagons I'm going to be building. And there's a couple other things. Oh, and a hat store. A hat store. I'm trying to remember what else I designed. Yeah, I agree. It's for sure my favorite. I've always wanted to do it because I built a space, or not a space, a city theme, and it's just, I saw a whole bunch of other people doing a city theme, and I was like, I wanted to be different. And I've always kind of wanted to do a Western theme, so I was like, oh, let me see if they have any good Western sets. So I started Googling and looking around and stuff, and I ended up finding a couple Western sets to design a Western theme. Yeah, it'll be nice once this one's done. After I'm done with the Western stuff, I'll probably do a medieval theme. I have 2 buildings for that instructions that I bought, and those are going to be really cool. Well, I bought them off of Rebrickable. Oh yeah. Yeah, I do try to engage, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, even if it's for a little bit, or you do, just send in a couple comments or whatever. I really do appreciate it, because I do enjoy building and interacting with you guys, because you guys are all super cool and stuff. So, and it's nice talking while you're building. So, yeah, some of the big channels, there's just so many comments and everything else. And, some of them only read paid comments, and it's oh, man. It's you don't feel like you're part of a community or anything. Yeah, if I ever get big, I'll try to respond to free comments, everything, as much as I can. Yeah, no worries. Do what you gotta do. Like I said, hop in, hop off. Like I said, I just appreciate you guys tuning in for however long. What the heck? Alright, something is off here. Oh, no wonder. I was like, the piece isn't going down all the way because I forgot one of the tiles. Okay, hopefully this will work now. Put that there. Boom. Beautiful. Yeah, the 1x1 pieces are always hard to keep track of, especially whenever they put them in the corners. It's like, oh man, I missed one. Put that there. Oh, finally, we're moving on to the next bag in a few minutes here. We'll be on to bag number 12. Yes, that is so bad. They're hiding, and you spend like 3 or 4 minutes like trying to find it, and you're like, oh man, like where's this piece at? Or it'll be like inside of another piece or something. That's like so frustrating. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, luckily I kept the bags kind of small, made sure I had all the pieces beforehand. So then, like whenever I did this, it was gonna be like, okay, cool. There's not a ton of pieces that like get lost or whatever in themselves. All right, I would say the only thing I dislike about this is the front and the back look almost exactly the same. So sometimes whenever I look at the instructions, because it's so zoomed in, I can't tell if it's the front or the back. I already know the roof is going to be a pain because both sides are symmetrical. All right, cool. Looks like we're moving on to the next bag. There, and get this piece out. Bag number 11. We have looks like 16 bags on it, or 17 bags on there. Alright, so I'm hoping after this bag, it looks like we're going to finally be starting the roof. So that'll be exciting. Alright, so 3. This looks like that goes there. This goes over this. No, there's a company called Luma Bricks, and they design, in my opinion, they design some really cool Lego sets. Or not, they're not Lego, but they're like knockoff Lego. And basically, they offer the instructions for free. If you can just, like, you type in Luma Bricks, instructions, and then you can find instructions for the sets. And basically what I did is I went through on Lego Studio Designer, and you can like design sets. And basically, I followed the instructions. Not all the pieces are replicas of Lego pieces. And basically, I took those pieces, followed their instructions, and built the set. But I changed a couple things because I didn't like the designs and some of the stuff. And then basically, I had the studio print out the instructions for this set, and then I just bought all the pieces for it. So this is 100% Lego. I just used the design of like a knockoff Lego brand. They do have some pretty cool sets though, especially for the Western theme. That's one of their stuff I really like. I'll never buy them, but they're actually pretty cheap and they look almost exactly like Lego. And it's pretty cool. Some of their stuff lights up. Like I think like these lights light up, this light lights up, and a couple of the ones on the inside. Yeah, it's really cool, especially from the pictures they posted. I'm like so tempted to buy them, especially because I would say they're probably about half the price of Lego. Like I think this set is $120 or $130, and I think to buy all the pieces it was a little over $200. Because I would say I had like half the pieces already. I just went through my inventory. They also have some pretty cool stagecoaches. And I really like their sheriff's office as well. Yeah, just Google Lumabricks, and then you can search by theme, and you can see some of the sets they have. And then, like I said, if you ever want to design them, just download the Studio app. Just type in like Lego Studio, download the Studio app, and then just build it in Lego Studio, and then you'll have all the pieces you need. And then it's pretty cool because Lego Studio, it gives you the price of the pieces. So if you then it'll tell you if the pieces exist. So some of the colors that you do have to change out just because they don't exist in Lego. And some of the pieces, like this bracket right here, I didn't know, but I went ahead and designed it with this dark red bracket. I think this bracket by itself is like $6 or $8, and I had to buy 2 of them. Like had I known, I would have just bought the brick instead and just did it like that. But it's too late now. I bought the pieces and I was like, oh man. But I mean, it's all good. Luckily, it was these 2 pieces, and this brown bracket was also super expensive. Well, you know, that's another thing I dislike. You don't dump all the pieces out of the bag, and then there's pieces in the bag, and you're like, where's the piece go? That's what it's like. This is going to go like this. Man, I cannot wait until I finish this first floor. Oh, so one thing that I think is pretty cool is this actually pops out. Nice. Okay, so it's cool that it popped out. Now we got to get it back in. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, it did pop. There we go. Cool. Yeah, depending on what time I finish building the train station, I may do another stream and do like a review of these. Because I was saying earlier that I actually found all 12 of them at my local Walmart because it's like a smaller Walmart. So as soon as they put them out, luckily I think I got there the first day and I got the ones that I got all 12. And it's like, sweet! And it was like they just put them out too. If I find more, I may end up doing like a giveaway or something. Oh man, that's horrible. That sounds like something I would do. It's like, why isn't this stable? With this one, I almost did the same thing. So these pieces, they're not extra pieces. They go somewhere underneath here, but I forgot to put them on. So I was like, oops. So hopefully mine doesn't fall over. It seems pretty stable so far, though. I did add a couple extra bricks that weren't in the instruction to help it make it more stable. That's funny though. Yeah, this set seems pretty raggedy so far, just because I haven't put the outside pieces on, so a lot of this is like super wobbly. And if I would have designed it, I probably would have connected them earlier, so it was more sturdy. Now it's only going to be sturdy at the top and the bottom. So hopefully mine won't fall over. Oh man, was it the upside down one or the other one? Actually, I want to watch Stranger Things. I actually haven't seen it, but I do think the minifigures and stuff are really cool. I don't think I've heard anybody say anything bad about it. Now that I think about it, but I do think the upside down house looks really cool. I almost bought it, but I already have way too many Lego. And I was like, I don't have the room for this. You know, I think we're about 3/4 of the way done, which is pretty cool. Ah, okay. You know, I'm gonna have to watch it now after you suggested it, because I'm always looking for new series, new like shows and stuff to watch. That doesn't go there. And I think one of my relatives was saying it was really good. I was like, oh. And now that like you're saying it as well, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm gonna have to check it out. I mean, if the Lego sets look cool, the show has to be cool, right? Then again, if I watch the show, I'm gonna want to buy the Lego set, and the Lego sets are retired, so I have to spend extra on the Lego sets. That's like one thing I noticed. Is if I like a show or something and like come out with the Lego version, I'm always tempted to buy the Lego set that represents the show or movie or whatever. Alright, looks like a robot screen. Alright, this looks like the back side. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to check it out now, because I've heard multiple people tell me it's really good, and I haven't heard any bad things about it. It seems pretty awesome. Is it like a, is it considered like a scary show? If that makes sense? Or is it like just like a, like, I don't know, like what would you say the genre of the show is? Fantastic. What the heck, man? This thing is so fragile. Literally just broke. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I was trying to think of the show. I was like, oh, I know there was a show or a movie I watched recently that I watched, and then I was like, oh man, I gotta buy the Lego sets. And I remember now it's Lord of the Rings. I like watched all the Lord of the Rings, and then I was like, man, I have to buy those figures now. And then I started seeing the price of the figures, and I was like, well, that's probably not gonna happen. Even like some of the used figures I was looking at, like just not even main characters, but just random characters. They range from like $25 to $30 each, and some of them were like in bad condition too. I was like, what the heck? It's like, oh, the face is unrecognizable, but oh, it's him. Like what? Like why would I pay $30 for something you can't even tell is this person? Like insane. I did get the Sauron helmet though, which was pretty cool. And I think I have Sauron, Gandalf, Smeagol. Who else do I have? I think I have a couple other people as well. Nobody's super expensive, but some of the people like that. And whenever they do come out with that new, let's feel like a. That's hilarious. That was funny, though. That was funny. Oh man, you crack me up, man. I'm like, some of you guys are freaking hilarious. And you just say like a comment or something, and it's like just one of those comments that's hilarious. That doesn't feel very straight. Well, it looks like we'll be starting on the roof soon. The amount of times I've broken this side is insane. You know, it actually looks pretty good on the inside. Oh man, this thing's heavy. In the front, wow. It actually looks a lot better than that picture does in the top right hand corner. Does not do it justice. Yeah, the only thing I dislike is how, like, just flimsy this is. This is super flimsy, but the rest of it seems, for the most part, pretty stable. This one's pretty stable, too. It's just these two specific things. If you just look at them wrong, the thing will just fall over. What the heck? Alright, so once we do that. Alright, cool. Looks like we're doing the roof. The roof is on fire. Awesome. Take it easy, Bill. Thanks again for tuning in. It was good chatting with you. Hey, what's up? It's funny. You just came back and Bill just left. We were having a good chat. We were talking about Stranger Things and whatnot. Sweet. Looks like we're moving on to the next bag. Yeah, we're finally starting on the roof, which is pretty cool. I'm really surprised though nobody built like a Lego version of like this train station. I personally, like I said, I think it looks really cool. But here's the inside. I believe it's 100% done on the inside at least. I just got to add a door over here whenever I get to those instructions. I think the door will slide back and forth right here, so the people will be able to go in and out. And then here's the other side as well. Hopefully the roof isn't too tedious. Because I think it's symmetrical on both sides, so it'll be interesting. Alright, so it was just on there, now we're going to get it back on. I'm breaking it. Okay. Whew. That was close. Oh, that piece is going to break, I just know it. What? This is not a good idea. That there. That there. Yeah, I think we're about, let's say a little over 3/4 of the way done. Luckily, I think this part will go by really fast. Just because it's going to be just mostly tiles and little pieces. Okay. Oh, looks like I'm missing a piece. Oh no! That or I'm blind. Disregard. Disregard. I was looking at a piece I already put down. Okay, we're going to pop this roof off. Oh gosh. I think I thought this one through when designing this. Okay. Okay, cool. That works. I'm just going to put this. Alright, put that piece there. Boom! Alright, I'm going to put this one. Guess I'm just not putting a piece there. What the heck, man? This seems crazy. Don't question the process, just believe it. Luckily, the roof seems pretty stable, which is pretty nice. Once I finish putting on the rest of these pieces, it should be solid. And as soon as I said that, it broke. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. There. I think this is going to go there. That goes there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be building the small little roof right here first. You know, this actually looks really good, and like I said, the roof is actually pretty stable. The only thing that's not stable is these side pieces right here. They're super flimsy, like you can just barely tap on them and they just fall over. Hopefully though, once we put the official roof on here, it'll hold that in place. I think this is just for extra support. This one is definitely hanging too low, so we're going to move that down. Cool. Okay. Yeah, so they'll probably be even, it'll probably just sit on this. That'll be pretty cool. But overall, it seems like a pretty solid set. And I want to say, like I said, it was like around $250-ish to design. Or buy the pieces. Looks like we're going to redesign this now. 13, bag number 13. The roof is on fire. Right, cool. Looks like the bracket goes there. Yeah, had I known what I know now, I probably wouldn't have bought these brown pieces, just because once it's done built, once it's done being built, you won't be able to see them. And I paid extra for these brown pieces. I was like, oh, you're going to be able to see them. And then I bought them, and I went through the instructions, and I was like, oh, you're not going to be able to see them. Fantastic. Yeah, I think right now we're doing both sides of this little roof right here. It's like its own little section, so. Alright. Need a 4. Put that there. I don't know why it didn't connect these pieces. Because like in the picture right there, it shows it's like this. And then there's a cube. Scroll down. those. Brackets. Alright, cool. So I think once I put these two tile pieces on, I think I'm going to be putting the little plate piece here on. Yeah, because it goes like that. And then I think I need one of these. Yep, cool. You should have saw the instructions the Lego website generated for this. It was so bad. It was like you couldn't see the bottom, so you had no idea what you were doing. I had to go in, change the view. Like, it was a whole process making these instructions. It's crazy. Yeah, I should. These are just little webcams. And I actually ended up getting these cameras for free. They have a huge LEGO event in Austin. And I'm going to be live streaming with a GoPro, and this should be the top of the line GoPro Black 13. So I think it's in July. It's like supposed to be one of the biggest LEGO conventions in the U.S. But yeah, I'm going to be going around. I'll probably spend 2 days there. The first day, I'll go and scope it out, see what all builds they have, do a live stream, and then the second day I'll probably just see what else they have and create little shorts and stuff. Yeah, I may end up connecting this one. This one's actually pretty good. But like with this little setup, the webcams give me plenty of room. Oh, that is awesome. Sweet. Alright, cool. Now I just gotta do the other side. Alright, I'm gonna pop this off real quick. I was gonna pop it off and duplicate the other side, but I'm just gonna do it like this. It'll be a lot quicker. So that goes there. Yeah, I think the camera over here keeps auto-focusing for whatever reason. So it's like super annoying. Great. I may end up setting up, if I get another camera that's not the GoPro, I may end up setting up 4 cameras and buying a better quality camera for this. And probably just have one like here or something. That would be pretty cool. And eventually, once I get my next house, I'm going to have a whole warehouse, and I'm going to have a specific station set up for the LEGO streaming. And I'll have all kinds of different themes. One theme I really want is like an Italian theme. So I went to Venice 2 years ago, and they have quite a few cool LEGO sets that are Venice themed. And I want to build like a whole Venice theme. So I think that'll be really cool. I'll have like canals, and boats and stuff. It'll be sick. Because I think I do have 3 Italy sets right now. So I have the Italian Riviera, the Colosseum. What's the other one? The Trevi Fountain, and then there's actually a Bricklink one. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Nope. Oh, it's right here. I forgot I had the Knight's Castle and a couple other things. So this is one of the themes I plan on doing. This is one of the Venice sets. So this is an Italy one. I think I only paid like $360 for it. I bought it off of eBay. It was pretty sick. Brand new, unopened. And here's the back. So this one, I think will go really good with the Italian Riviera. And just as a comparison, here is the Italian Riviera. So I actually think that one's a little bit bigger than this one. Yeah, because I think that one has like 400 more pieces. Yeah, this one's still cool, but it'll be nice to pair this one with that one. And then on Rebrickable, they have a couple other Venice sets for instructions you can buy. And I want to say they're only like $6 or $7 each. So that'll be super cool. Yeah, too bad I wasn't live streaming on my phone, because then I could show you guys all the other Lego sets I have. This is just one Lego room. I literally have 2 rooms in my house full of Legos. This is just my personal collection, so there's a bunch of different sets underneath here that are part of my personal collection, as well as the Western stuff. And then in the other room, those are my investment Legos. Basically, they're sets I buy at the store. I'll hold on to them for a while, and then I turn around and sell them a few years later or whatever. There's one in particular that actually sold really good. It was Dom's Charger. So I think I ended up buying that one. I bought a couple of those. I want to say like 11. I bought them for like anywhere from 12 to 15 bucks at Walmart. And actually sold all 11 last week. Bought them for 12 to 15 bucks, all 11 for, they retired in 2023 for, I want to say $68. So I'm saying there's some people who are like, oh, Legos aren't a good investment. Yeah. Yeah, one of these days, I'll take my GoPro and I'll do a full Lego reveal of all my Legos. I did that. Cool. I do like how the roof is alternating. Alright, let's see if we can fit these little pieces in there. Oh no. Oh. I don't know why the instructions would put these second. It's like they want you to work for these sets. Put that one in there. Oh gosh. Okay, I think we got it. Cool. Oh gosh. So I think there's going to be little windows here, so that'll be pretty cool. Moving on to the next bag. Only 2 more bags to go. Uh-oh. Quit horsing around. Alright, should be a little bit better anyways. Should be able to see what's actually going on here. I will say I do dislike these small pieces because they get hidden underneath all these big plates and everything, and then sometimes they're super hard to find. That's done. Go to the peak, and we're going to skip that because that is not part of the instructions we have. Fantastic. Oh gosh. Well, in fact, we're going to be opening bag number 16 instead of bag number 15. We're just going to open it up over here. I don't think I'm going to need all these pieces. Okay. I don't know where exactly it goes. Looks like right about there. Let's see if there's a better demonstration. Nope. Wow. These instructions do not do a good job of letting you know exactly where to put the piece. Well, we're just going to guesstimate. We're going to assume it's right there. We're going to assume this one goes here. Nope. Maybe here. Alright, we're not going to worry about that right now. Obviously, this isn't working out for us. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. But I do think we got this one correct. I'll put that there. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere here. We're going to skip that part because it's not cooperating. So instead, we're just going to go back to it. Looks like we're opening up this bag now. Oof. Alright, so unfortunately I built the instructions out of order, so we're kind of with what we have now. These tile pieces are gonna be death to me. There's so many tile pieces. It's crazy. And then I can't figure out exactly where these things go on. So it just makes it so much worse. It's like almost impossible to tell. So it looks like, well, let me put that one on. Right. Looks like it's the front. So it's going to be pretty cool. It looks like the roof is going to slant down and then come across horizontal. Alright, luckily this part actually seems really stable, which is, as soon as I said that, it broke. But once I put some more tiles and stuff here, it should be 100% stable. And I should actually be able to just take the roof off, mess with the inside, and then put it back on. That's what I'm hoping. Whether that's true or not, we'll see. Alright, the roof is almost secure, people. The roof is almost secure. You guys really trust me correctly. Oh, okay. Cool. Looks like we're just going to connect it here as well for extra support. Boom! Nice. It looks like it's just the same pattern. Repeating. Uh-oh. Seems like a brown piece broke. Alright, folks, we're getting close to the end here. We're almost done with the roof. It's looking pretty good. Luckily, the roof seems pretty sturdy for the most part. And luckily, it's just resting right here on these pieces. And I think once we're done, we should be able to just pop off the roof. This part will come out, the sides will come out, and then if we wanted to play with it, we'd actually be able to play with it. And the cool thing is, the bottom is flat, so it won't break. It will just sit nicely. Okay, I am missing a piece. Or I'm blind. One of the two. Okay. I'm just going to go with I'm blind. I think. Yeah, it's supposed to be a plate that goes here, but I'm not seeing it. Who knows? We'll skip it for now. And we will move on. Right, so this looks like the back side. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, something broke. So just the arch piece here. You know what's crazy? I completely forgot the windows for this set. That is upsetting. Wow. Wow. I was like, why does something seem off? All makes sense now. Alright, we're almost done. We just have a little bit of the roof left. I just have these little pieces right here. The middle pieces. There's not very many pieces left. And then the actual clock tower itself. And then we will be done with the train station. And then I'll do a video of it being sat over there. Already did all that. was way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Right. So I really do need to figure out how to put these things on here. I'm assuming, if I had to take a guess here, looks like that is the opening. Alright, so we're just going to attempt to put these things on there. It's just maybe like that. Oh, this was too far forward. Right there has to be the... Okay, let's try that. I'm trying to figure out how to put these roof pieces on where it looks natural. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Does that one look good, or does... Let me put the other one on. We can figure out which one looks better. Or does... Alright, which one looks better? This one or this one? Hold on, let me just look. You know, I'm kind of feeling this one. Yeah, this one looks a little too sloped up. You know what? I like this one. It covers more ground. And I think it hugs the top pieces. Ah, it does. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to be set up. It's super hard to tell with the instructions because they don't show the underneath. Alright, cool. Now we just gotta continue building this thing. I'm just gonna put the rest of these things on here. Alright. You know, I'm beginning to wonder if these have... Oh, they do have windows. Oh, I had an extra window. I was like, why do I have this extra window? I don't think I ordered the wrong amount of pieces. Oh, gosh. Of course, it doesn't go inside. Instead, it breaks. Okay, cool. So it looks like that's back on there. It looks like this goes here. That's pretty cool. Ah, perfect. This is the one good thing about these instructions is it shows the top-down view, which makes it a lot easier to put these pieces on. I think it said there was 8 of them. Okay, this isn't even... Alright. Looks like where the bridge is. So it looks like this is the top-down view, which makes it look like this. So it looks like this goes here. And that means this one goes here. I don't know why they put a 4-piece here. It doesn't even fit. Definitely needs to be a 3-piece. Instructions are very confusing because the way the camera angle is, it makes it so difficult. Okay, I think we got it though. Alright, that goes there. This goes like this. It looks like this piece goes up in the air like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't see the piece I need. Alright, we're going to take this one off. I feel like it doesn't make sense. So we're going to take, oops, not that one, this one. No, wait, which one? No. Crap. Alright, there's supposed to be a 1x4 around here somewhere. I'm not seeing the correct piece. Where is it at, chat? Where is it at? Alright, looks like we are not going to be adding that part of the roof because I have no idea where that piece went. Vanished in the thin air. Fantastic. Right, whatever, we're just going to skip it for now. We're going to continue. Right. Moving on to the bench over here, it looks like that's going to be a tile here, in here, a tile here, and on to the other side. This thing feels like a rotisserie chicken. I keep changing it so much, its direction. But it's like, add a piece over here, now turn it around and add a piece over there. It's like, look, which side do you want me to add the piece on? Oh, that's the piece I can't add. Fantastic. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to add this one here. And it looks like we're going to add it on the other side as well. So it looks like it goes here. And what does that go to? I'm so confused. You put that in there. Ah, okay. It's on the other side. So if we turn it around again, it looks like it goes there. Okay. Where did I just take that piece from? Great. That one's good. That one. I think it's this one. Sorry, Chad, I'm so confused. The insanity here is real. Okay, we skip that one. But just going to put the next piece on there. Okay, so it looks like that goes there. Things there. You see, this thing's like a rotisserie chicken. We constantly keep, put a piece here, put a piece there. Okay, that one's good. Jeez. Alright, so we have the bench like this. So it looks like we're going to need one of these, except it needs to be facing the opposite direction like this. Cool. We're going to put that on there. And then we also need another 2 here. Come on. You can do it. Cool. Uh-oh. Yep. And just as I suspected, the brown piece cracked. What the heck? No wonder the piece wasn't going all the way. I had to move it up. I was like, it doesn't make any sense. I was about to take it off. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, this has been the worst, most unfun part of the build, is constantly rotating this thing like a rotisserie chicken and putting on these roof pieces. 10 out of 10, would not recommend. But my work will be worth it in the end because it will end up looking really good. And luckily I'm almost done with the roof. So once I'm done with this roof part, looks like just a couple pieces here, some pieces here, and then I'm going to be building the clock tower part, and then I'm going to be building the sliding door over here for the last part. Looks like the bench. We're just going to slide it on over. Put it there. Oh, looks like I got to move this one up as well. Cool. Uh-oh. They'll all start falling apart now. We're almost to the finish line. I'm hoping to finish this in the next 15 minutes. So if you're watching, stay tuned because we will finally see what this thing looks like put all together. Okay. that looks pretty cool. Looks like these two pieces may end up connecting together. So maybe if this piece will go on. Uh-oh. Oh. Looks like it goes like that. And it doesn't look like this piece goes there. But instead, this piece it's the same thing on the other side too. Uh-oh. Alright, looks like we're putting the finishing touches on the roof here. It's these last little tile pieces. And like I said, unfortunately, for whatever reason, I don't know what happened to the brown piece here. I don't see any extra pieces over here, so who knows? We'll put these two pieces here. Alright, are we finally done with the roof? Oh, almost. Alright, so it looks like we're going to put that there. It stops here. Cool. We'll put that one there. Looks like another one of these goes right here. And of course it doesn't want to play nice. There we go. Uh-oh. Alright. That. And it looks like we're going to put this 8 piece here. Alright, cool. So I think after we finish putting these 2 more tiles on, I think we're going to start with the base of the bell tower, or the clock tower. Oh, no, never mind. Looks like we're building a bench next. Looks like the hinge piece. I actually have a bunch of these hinge pieces. I never thought I'd actually use them, but here we are. looks like maybe duplicating this on the other side. This is actually a pretty cool looking bench. Alright, so it should... I've had just about enough of this piece. I think it's fallen off more times than I can count. Alright, so it looks like it goes here, but unfortunately it doesn't mount to anything. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this a lot better because we're going to take this box out. We're going to move the box down to over here. Maybe. Okay. So the box doesn't want to cooperate, so we're going to put this piece on here. We're going to put it like that and turn it like that. Alright. So I'm kind of annoyed the bench doesn't mount, but it is mountable. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go grab two, or actually it looks like I may need just one. But I'm going to go ahead and grab a plate. And we're going to mount the bench right here. And it looks like I actually had a couple spare pieces. So let's see if it works. Nope, not yet. Alright, so you grab that piece real quick. Alright, cool. Now the bench is 100% attached. I don't know why when they were designing it they decided, oh, let's not attach the bench. Because who wants a sliding bench? You want to be able to pick up the set and move it whenever you want to without having to worry about it falling down or breaking. Just push this thing in here real quick. Alright. Why some of these pieces are breaking. Cool. Alright, cool. So it looks like the bench is 100% attached. And John Marston. Dutch is sitting on the other bench. I was like, where's Dutch? He's chilling on the other bench. Alright, so John Marston and Arthur are chilling on the bench, as well as Dutch. Tennessee is pretty cool so far. Alright, cool. So we just finished the bench. We're almost to the end. It looks like we're going to finally be building the sliding door. So I believe the sliding door goes right here. Let me adjust the camera angle, make sure everything's good. Wow, that is way off. Alright, so we're going to move this camera down here so you can actually see. And we're going to keep this one here. Alright, so it looks like the sliding door is actually going to go right here. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm super looking forward to it. Alright, go. On with the sliding door. Alright, so this is the back. I'm hoping it'll just pop in there. But with my luck, we'll probably have to take some pieces out. Specifically the top piece. We have to pop the top piece out. And then maybe it'll let us put the door in there. I don't know why the piece looks tan in this picture, but it's not tan. So it's throwing me off. I'm over here looking for a tan piece, and it's like, oh, nope, that's not the color. Alright, so it looks like we're going to finally be mounting it in there. So we're going to take this piece off. Just kidding, it doesn't want to pop off. Okay, there we go. Alright. We're hoping for the best here. I'm hoping we can just put the door... Ah! Okay. Looks like we didn't even have to take the piece off. It just broke it for no reason. Did I not mention this correctly? Or is it just not low enough? Alright, so something is definitely off here. Because it's supposed to come down and hold the door in place. But just by looking at it, I can tell I don't think it's going to hold the door in place. I think interesting. Okay, I don't know how we designed it, and it worked, but then when we're looking at it here, it is not a sliding door that wants to stay in place. Not even why, I'm slightly confused. Okay, so unfortunately, the sliding door does look cool, but it's not going to work because this piece doesn't come down far enough. I don't know how that happened, but I'll think of some type of solution to get the sliding door working. But for now, it's kind of just here. I mean, it's a really cool concept because whenever it doesn't fall inside, you can slide it or whatever, and you can close that opening. But without this piece right here, the door will just fall out, and it kind of ruins the whole point of a door. So several issues we're going to have to work out, the kinks or whatever. But for now, we're going to go ahead and finish the tower portion. Make sure the view is correct so you can actually see what I'm building here. Alright, here's that one. Alright, so if you look right here, we're actually going to be building the tower right here. So luckily I picked these pieces up for $2 or $3. They're really nice looking clock pieces, and it works perfect with the theme we're trying to go for. Alright, so put that there. Go back to the instructions. Alright, so like I said, off camera, we're going to figure out a fix for the door. Hopefully I have some spare pieces and I can think of something so we can get the sliding door working, because it is a really cool feature and I want to be able to use the sliding door. I may even end up going back into the instructions in the studio and actually looking at it to see what went wrong. But for now, like I said, we'll finish building the clock tower and we'll call it a day. Well, that piece does not want to sit there. It's not very nice. Yep, once we're done with the clock tower here, we are done. Then I'll do a 360 view of this site. So it's like 12. And 12 here as well. Hopefully that's center. Don't feel like turning the clock tower around. Uh-oh. I'm telling you, it's the last few pieces and everything wants to fall apart. Okay. I will say these clocks are not very sturdy and they do not want to stay put. Alright. Put that there. I'm going to try not to touch the clock this time. So let's keep picking it up and putting it back on. Alright, cool. So it looks like we're going to be building the roof part of it next. Luckily, it's just these pieces. These pieces were very hard to find, and I don't remember exactly how much they were, but they were pretty expensive. I had to buy all 4 of them from at least 3 different people because each seller only had like 1 to 2, and I think it only comes in 1 set. Alright, so it looks like we're going to put the roof here. Beautiful. Luckily, that little thing's there, so it'll prevent us from knocking over the clock again. We'll put these pieces on here. Good gosh. Okay, that doesn't want to go in there. What the heck, man? Oh, come on. It just cracked. Fantastic. These pieces are not cheap. I guess it's the old reddish-brown dye. I was wondering why it wasn't going on there. Oh, yeah, it's warped. Oh, that's weird. You can't tell, but the piece actually kind of curves. I'm hoping we can pull it off without breaking it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. It's warped. Oh, that does not sound good. Okay, it's cracked, but we're going to leave it and we're going to work with it. Because those pieces are not cheap. Okay, now we're just going to get the roof on there. Okay. That is it, folks. That is it. Of course, it did not play nice at the end. We ended up cracking the roof part. I guess because it's one of those oldish reddish brown dyes. But here is the 100% complete train station. And as you can see, I did attach the chair here, so Dutch and Arthur from Red Dead Redemption are chilling, as well as, or sorry, that's John Marston. Dutch is over here chilling in the chair, and hopefully the roof just pops off. Boom! There we go. It's a little fragile, but the roof pops off. And this is the inside. Alright, folks, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm going to fix the door off camera, and then I'll come back and do a full review and breakdown of the complete train station, and I'll upload some pictures of it in the Western town. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Be sure to